I am with Parker Emerson. He's with Shelter Box, and we're going to talk about Shelter Box here. Parker, you're the authority on this. Can you tell us what's going on over here? How can you set up? How can you get erect a tent here? What's going on?
Sure thing. Shelter Box is an international disaster relief organization. We're a project partner with Rotary International, and this tent is what we do is providing shelter, warmth, and dignity. This is a very special tent that a family will live in, usually for 9 months to a year or more after a disaster where the community has lost everything. Houses have disappeared, they're in rubble, they've been washed away. We come in and evaluate the communities and the individuals, and we decide who's going to be able to get the shelter box, and it includes everything except the kitchen sinks. Come over here, let me show you what you get.
I think you're selling this a little short. I saw a kitchen sink in here.
No, we do give you the stove, however.
You do get the stove, huh?
This is a gas stove for typically kerosene or diesel fuel. If it's going to an area that does not have liquid fuel available, we have another version that burns solid fuel. And you have pots and pans, and these are pretty sturdy pots and pans.
Yeah.
Mid-weight stainless steel. We have activity packs for the kids because the kids have lost everything as well. So here you have chalkboard and chalk. You have pads of paper, and you have a cuddle toy for the children because they've lost all of their toys as well. And this all goes into a sack that also functions as a backpack.
Oh,
so
wow.
a place to put all of their stuff. Bright yellow so you can find them. Over here we have tools, and this is actually the dignity part of what we do. The dignity to let you start putting your life back together again. So we have a shovel, hoe, hammer, hatchet and stuff to start rebuilding your house, planting your crops, picking the trees, to let you put your life back together again. Over on the other side here, we have water filtration system, so you can get clean water.
Yeah, I see that,
Bucket to carry the water in and keep it clean. We have blankets. We have ground cloths, and we have mosquito nets. Mosquitoes and malaria is still the world's largest killer. So that's all included in the Shelter Box kit.
I was able to maintain a family of 5, or how many?
Up to 10.
Up to 10, okay.
So we don't set huge limits. In many cases around the world, it's going to be a mother, father, and 5 or 6 kids. And all of this, everything that's on the ground and the tent,
goes in that shelter box.
In that green box. And that's delivered personally to a family. So we would say, Phil, this is your shelter box. This is your house and your tools to enable you to put your life back together again. And you have dignity knowing you're enabled to put your life back together again. That's a very important part of what Shelter Box does. We do shelter, warmth, and dignity wherever it's needed, regardless of the politics of the area, regardless of the religion of the area. We go to places others can't get because we only deliver the aid. We don't talk about politics, and we don't talk about religion.
Yeah, as you and I talked about before I start rolling here, I would, our Rotary Club was involved with Shelter Box. Actually, we continue to be involved in Shelter Box. And during the tsunami, one thing that stuck out was when we shut the box over, we got reports back that Rotary was able to get into these areas to help and aid where Red Cross and Red Crescent were stopped at the border. And I thought that was amazing. And it gave this, me being a Rotary, a sense of pride that we're able to do things that others weren't able to do.
Rotary is a big part of what we do. We are a Rotary International project. And often when we get to a country, some of the first people we'll contact are Rotarians. So we'll show up in a country and we'll say, hi, we're Shelter Box and you're a Rotary leader. We need some help to get these distributed. We need transportation. We need interpreters. We need people to just help drag stuff around. We need to get all of this through customs. People don't always know that everything in a disaster still goes through customs, and rightly so, to make sure that it's not going to be ultimately damaging to the country or bringing in drugs or something. So that's a large part of what Rotary helps us do, is get it deployed within the country.
If I could test as a Rotarian, if in doubt, find a Rotarian close by.
Yes.
If you need help, find a Rotarian.
And Rotary is everywhere.
Yeah.
And Rotary is also known for service. And we've worked since 2000 to establish a reputation of being non-sectarian and non-political. We simply give disaster aid. That's what we're about. We don't try to change people's religions. We don't try to change the politics. We just give them shelter, warmth, and dignity to resume their lives.
And that's an important part of all this. I mean, other organizations can provide all this, but in a kind of a white labeled perspective, just you need help, here it is, rather than you need help and here's a Bible or here's a Quran.
Right.
So that's the reason why I guess we can get past certain things that others can't.
Right.
So
and our response team members, the people that actually go in the field, typically do not bring any religious materials with them, just to avoid the illusion or the allegation that we're trying to change someone's religion or change someone's politics. We're not. We're just giving shelter, warmth, and dignity.
Now, hope you folks at YouTube can hear this. Hey, can we look inside here, by the way?
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, this looks... We're going inside the shelter box, the shelter box.
This is a very special tent. It's made for a family of 5 to 10 people. It's a double tent, which provides...
Oh, well, you can see that.
And stability. We can set up some privacy areas on each side of the tent. It's well ventilated. The floor panel goes up 6 inches, so that when it rains, the rain goes underneath the tent, not through
Oh
it.
wow, yeah. So this is a bit more than what you see at what's called the Dick's Sporting Goods or anything, huh?
Yes.
So.
And when this is fully pitched, that is when all of the guy wires are attached. You can close this thing up and it'll withstand a level 1 hurricane, winds of 75 miles an hour.
Wow. Well, you're going to get to test out right here pretty soon. It's in Apple Valley. We get that every afternoon. So.
Oh, there you go. So we'll check it out.
So now I'm sure, and I'm also been one of these ones here. How can somebody like me buy one of these tents?
No, you cannot. You cannot buy one, but you can sponsor one, and it will then be sent wherever it's needed around the world to someone that needs it.
Speaking of that too, I understand that these are actually already pre-deployed in certain areas, so these boxes can get to those in need almost virtually immediately.
Yes, Shelterbox has 7 staging areas around the world where there is a inventory of them, so that no place in the world is more than an 8-hour plane trip away from one of these staging areas to be able to do at least an initial response. We don't have tens of thousands of boxes at each of these places, but it's a start. We have to evaluate in each community how big is the disaster, how many boxes do we need? Do we need a shelter box or do we need a shelter kit, which is most of these materials, but instead of the tent, we provide 2 4x6 meter tarpaulins. A urban setting that is more appropriate because there isn't space for a tent this size.
Okay, so with that in mind, these shelter boxes are able to be deployed immediately. If we need, and give Rotary and all the other folks who can support Shelter Box some time to react to provide additional support.
Correct.
Okay.
It takes about 3 to 9 months, depending on the time of year and the number of disasters we've already helped out with. About 3 to 9 months to fully stock all of the parts of the box, to get the tents made, to get the pots and pans, the stoves and so forth, and get that all assembled in a kit. So the money you're providing today, the shelter box, is for a future disaster. The disaster that's happening today, your money
is already got it covered.
To a tent that's going to that place today, it will go to another place most likely in 3 to 6 weeks.
Yeah, I like to say that we're replenishing what's being used.
Yes.
Okay. So
boxes going out today have already been paid for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months ago.
Okay. Now, how can one support Shelter Box?
You can go to shelterboxusa.org and you can donate directly online. If you donate towards a shelter box or part of a shelter box, they will give you a tracking number. And with that tracking number, when that box is sent somewhere, they will let you know your box, the one that you helped support, went to wherever it went to. Niger, Malawi.
I didn't know we had tracking numbers. You know,
Yes.
when the boxes we sponsor, we just sent the money. Well, that's part of Rotary. You know, we help people we never knew we helped, and I guess what's there was a slogan, we educate kids who will never see, support kids we never support, and so on and so forth. So that's interesting.
You have to give them an email address when you send them support. And they will assign a number to it and let you know.
Well, that's good to know.
Your box gets sent.
Yeah. And I could testify too that this has been a fantastic program. Ever since our first project we did with Shelter Box back in the tsunami, I think every single disaster, known disaster we've encountered, we've donated one or a few boxes to this sponsor. So, it's our honor. So. And I think it is a fantastic thing. It just being a Rotarian, this is a rather symbolic of Rotary. Many hands jump in to in certain situations like that, makes the world better. It fixes the problems, and we can let humanity works better.
It's a lot of service above self, because at one level we don't get anything out of it except the pleasure of knowing we helped someone that was desperate, and that was our whole goal.
That's perfectly fine with me.
They don't know our names. We might know their names for a day, but their lives have been changed.
Yeah,
that's what we do.
All right. Well, Parker, thank you very much for this, and I appreciate your time, and I appreciate your effort with Shelter Box.
Okay.
So, all right. Thanks a lot, guys. And like I say, if you want to support Shelter Box, look in behind this video here and at shelterbox.org.
Shelterbox USA.
Shelterboxusa.org or Rotary Club Apple Valley, and we'll see you next time. Bye.